Alright, so I have to admit, it's kind of hard to get back behind this review station and start reviewing action figures when you just got done reviewing the toy that you wanted more than any other toy in the whole entire world. That Jabba's sail barge. I've wanted that thing my whole life, and now I have it, and it's amazing. And they didn't disappoint. It's just God. I've always wanted it. They did a really good job. Everything about that toy is toy perfection. I'm just really super pumped. I wonder what my best toy of 2019 is gonna be. Anyways, enough about that. I had a big weekend. I got a new dirt bike last Saturday. Actually, I went ahead and pulled the trigger on that 2019 and a half KTM Factory Edition 450. And that, God, if you thought that sail barge made me happy, you should have seen after I picked that thing up. Went out riding Sunday, LACR. I love that's like my favorite track in the world on my favorite bike. Riding with my moto bro. Life could not be better right now. Saw Captain Marvel. I'll go ahead and touch on that real quick. I rate Captain Marvel right up there with Iron Man 3. When I thought Iron Man 3 was one of the worst Marvel movies ever made. Captain Marvel to me was like girl power of superheroes. If you're a big fan of Captain Marvel, don't even waste your time seeing this. If you want to take your wife or your kids or somebody that knows absolutely nothing about Captain Marvel, they might actually enjoy the movie. Me personally, pretty much the only thing I was looking forward to in that movie was for it to be over. It did nothing for me. It was a really big letdown. Enough about that. Now we're going to talk about these Shazam action figures. I got these a while ago, the Shazam and the Doctor, who is he? Sivana. Got those a while ago, and I figured I'll wait and get all these before I could do a review on them. I found this and this one at Target like a week or two ago. And then I was like, screw it, because I thought that these two would be out. These two weren't out, and I was like, man, I don't want to review, because if I get these two, and I don't want to do just a review on these, so I figured I'd wait a little longer. I finally got these. What happened was Toy Shiz came down from California to do some weird kind of crappy toy show. He found these along the way. He didn't even tell me he picked them up. He came over to check out the toy collection. He goes, hey, I got you a gift. I didn't have to pay him for these things. And I have to admit, I haven't been toy hunting at all lately because I just got an amazing dirt bike and I just got the best toy in the world. It's hard to get out and look for toys that you kind of want versus a toy that you really want. So he got me these, so I shout to Toy Shiz. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate the hookup on these. We're going to open these up, check them out. I am really looking forward to this movie. I think this movie is actually going to be pretty good. It's kind of quirky, it looks fun. It's Shazam. It's a character that if they screw it up, I won't really care. Marvel already screwed up Captain Marvel, so I don't know. We'll see. Let's get into these things. Alright, so I have to admit, these things out of the package from a little distance away, they actually look really cool, as I said. So what you have here is you have Shazam, Dr. Sivana. These are the two multiverse figures. These are basically $20 each. No Build-A-Figure, no nothing like that. That would be cool, though. But it didn't happen. Then over here you have the Shazam family. This is, basically it looks like the family that's sitting at the dinner table when they turn into their version of Shazam. So what it is Shazam basically has a bunch of powers from all the different gods. So he can only use one power at a time. So if he doesn't use them, the powers are wasted. So he can basically give those people to other people, like his family. So you got Pedro, Eugene, Freddie, Mary, and Darla down here. And as a set, these look pretty cool. Now these are just the $10 ones. So that's kind of like, it doesn't break your bank. You kind of put these on the back of your shelf, and it looks really good. It makes for a really nice display. We'll go over them. These things also come with these little stretchy things that you can shoot across the room. So me and the kid will definitely be having a party with these things later. I was going to shoot it, then I just realized I'm going to knock over pretty much every single action figure up there. These are cool for little throw-ins. You figure that $10 and they give you a little throw-in thing. That's not bad. So here's the orange one. Here's this white one. I don't know which ones. These are like the 7 deadly sins. It's just kind of cool. Man, could you imagine if we got like these and like big giant action figure monsters? Man, that would have been really cool. Here's like the yellow one. Looks kind of like a gorilla or something. Yeah, and then a green one. Get these to the side. We'll go ahead and start down here with Darla. First time getting this character, so I'm definitely pretty stoked on this. A lot of these are first time. I do have some of the other Shazam characters down there, like the bunny. I'll pull a couple of those out for comparison, but first we're just going to run through them really quick. Here she is up close. She actually looks really good for a $10 action figure, and this is a $10 action figure with no pins on the articulation. Yes, she only has single knees, but the single knees work good. The ankles move, but they don't have like an ankle pivot. The single elbow, the wrists move, and they have a joint on them. She does turn at the waist, and then the head, not much there, but it's a $10 action figure. I kind of would rather prefer the $10 action figure of figures that you don't really care about, because then you can buy them all, and it's just kind of cool to have the whole collection. Then you have Mary over here, the same articulation, so we're just going to take a quick look at her. She has the world's biggest forehead. That thing looks disgusting. I don't know how they did that. If you're like this actress and they did this to your action figure, God, think how pissed you'd be. Like, you finally get an action figure of yourself, and then they make your forehead like an 8-finger forehead. That thing, God, it sucks, man. I feel sorry for Mary. And then you have Freddy right here. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be the handicapped kid. I'm pretty sure that's, yeah, who else could it be? It's obviously not Eugene or Pedro. So this is Freddy, the handicapped kid. He also turns into a blue Shazam. I don't know which one has which power. I wish I did. That'd make for a lot better review. But sorry, I don't. Maybe after the movie I will. You got to figure the movie comes out, what, another month from now? And I'm actually looking really forward to that. So here he is. Then you have Eugene. And basically, Eugene is like a bigger scale. So these two back here, they're like the same exact body. They have different capes, different heads, and that's pretty much the different boots. So there is a few different little things on them. Then this one is like the bigger body, so you can see how he's a little bit taller. Then you have him, like the head sculpts are nothing great. The whole toy is nothing great. Same articulation as all the other ones. It's pretty good for a $10 figure. Then you have Shazam. He comes with a bunch of extra hands. He comes with fist hands, flying hands, or slap hands, whatever you want to do, and a grabbing hand. The articulation on this, there's tons of articulation. Once again, these figures are cool, but they always just seem just a little off. Let me get a little bit better light over here. Like, it just kind of looks like it's made out of cheap plastic. I do like the toy. I mean, it's sculpted well. It's painted well. For some reason, it just looks a little off. The head sculpt, I think, is actually really good. I think they did a great job on that. Could you imagine if they would have did a light-up feature? It'd be nice if they give you like a deluxe version of this where the lightning bolt actually lit up. That would, like a $30 or $40 version of him. 40 would kind of be a push, but a $30 version of him. So I have to admit, I was never really a Shazam fan. Now that the movie's coming out, I'm drinking the Kool-Aid, man. I am all on board. Like, I'm really looking forward to this. The articulation on this, we'll go over it really quick. The head is on the ball, nothing on the lower neck. The shoulders are also on the ball, has a bicep swivel, which works good, but looks a little gappy. Double jointed elbows, no pin. God, I love that so much. Like, it looks great. It works good. The wrist, they also have that ball on the hinge that has like this ab crunch, goes so far back that you can see the joint. Like, it's a little bit more than what you need, but it's there. And then it also turns at the waist, which I really don't see the point in that because it turns up here. But a lot of you guys like articulation, so they definitely try to go the extra mile. The hips, however, they're a little limited because when they go back, they hit the butt. That's something they definitely need to work on. Well, I guess it doesn't matter now because they're going to be out of business next year. So I guess it's good for now. They have a thigh cut here, which I don't like, but some of you do like because when you do this, it doesn't line up. Then you have the double jointed knee, no pin. Love that. Just love that. It'd be cool if the boot swiveled. It doesn't. It does have a cool little lightning bolt on it. Then the ankle has a rocker, pivot, does everything you could possibly imagine. So I think that they're actually killing it with these. The Dr. Sivana, he comes with an 8-ball. No clue what the 8-ball is, but hopefully we'll find out in the movie. The head, this is the one where you can kind of see like the scarred eye. Let me try to get a little bit closer, which is cool. And then he has a little scar going across his eye. Maybe that's why his eye is scarred. On this thing, the articulation is basically the same. Well, I guess it's not the same, so maybe we'll do it. It has an ab crunch here. It also turns at the waist, which is, I think that's over articulation for me because of all these lines that it creates in this coat. Like it's just a little too much. The ball up here, then also has a cut here. Single elbow on this one, so they did get a little cheap. Same kind of hands. His fingers are all cracked out and crooked. Had an old boss that would do his hands like that, and God, it was really creepy. And then down here, it's got a double knee, no pin, ankle, same thing. And the thing that I thought was weird about this figure is that his shirt is like flesh tone, so it kind of looks, I don't know. I think they should, I mean, that's the color of the shirt in the movie, so I get it. Then he also comes with this other head with the glasses on. Both are cool options. Let me pull a few figures out for comparisons. All right, so this is who I pulled out for comparisons. I didn't pull out my Shazam collection. If you want to see my Shazam, it's really big. I have tons of Shazams. I pulled it out when I did my Mezco Shazam collection, so I didn't want to pull all that back out. I figured I'd take that time to show you figures that I haven't already showed you. So the Shazam collection, if you want to see that, go to my Mezco one. Right over here you have the Dr. Sivana. This one comes with an 8-ball. This is the comic book version of them, which I thought that this... So you can definitely see where they're going here. It's good. It kind of looks like it. This one comes with an 8-ball, which is weird. This one comes with a really cool calipator guy that can turn into a giant calipator guy, which is a really cool touch. I don't know why this guy didn't come with it, like an 8-ball or this. Like, God, like, look how cool that dude is. You also got that guy with the Shazam figure. Like, this character, I love this action figure. For, like, a comic book one, then you have a movie one, so you have them both. I actually got one of each of these things now, so that's not too much. It's actually a really cool touch. So you bought these two figures, and I'm just going to throw this out here, with no build-a-piece, no nothing, no collect and connect, nothing in the package, basically just a couple extra hands and a head for this guy. What do you think, guys, if they would have did, like, Billy in there? So they could have did, like, a little kid like this, or one of these, like this could have been the build them, like you get half in one pack, half in the other pack. Maybe if they weren't going out of business, they would have did something like this. They're going out of business, so I think they're at the point where they just really don't care why even try anymore. Let's just crank out a few more toys and try to make as much money as we can. And then you have Mary over here. I have tons of her. She has a white costume. She has a red costume. And as you can see by all the ones in the background, none of them have that really big giant forehead like this thing. That thing is horrible. And then you have this Shazam rabbit. I mean, he's kind of stupid and kind of cool at the same time. He's kind of like more like a mascot to me than anything. I'll go ahead and show you a couple of those real quick, just because I haven't. Here's like one in like the white costume. I mean, it's an alright action figure, nothing great. And then like one of these is just a repaint off of this, so this would be this one, but painted red. And then you have these two, and then these two are just, once again, repainted. So you have the white costume and the red costume. That's it. That's my, not my Shazam collection, but kind of like my Shazam family collection. I don't have any of these over there, so that's really all I got to show you. That's the collection. You guys, I don't know what to say, man. Thanks for watching.